ASMR. And I'm coming at you with a ramble video today. I've been a little bit lacking on the videos, but that's okay. We're chilling. That's life, right? But so I wanted to do a simple one today, just to get another video out there. And rambling is one of those videos that I find simple to record. I sort of want to make this a cozy sort of lightly holiday themed video, in the sense of I'll just, ramble a bit about the going-ons of the season and whatnot. But we'll probably find ourselves going off on tangents, as is tradition. We're doing this video as well. I'm trying to make it a bit louder. I noticed with the help of you guys that some of the videos were a bit quieter, and that's usually because I have my speakers sort of, when I get the feedback of what it sounds like, I have them high, because when I go to bed I put on background music very high. So in my mind, ASMR is supposed to be like quiet, right? So when I sort of preview myself what it's gonna sound like, it comes out the speakers loud, because it is loud. The speakers are on loud. So then I'm like, oh, I gotta, be a bit quieter. Oh, that word I said was loud, so say it quieter next time. Anyway, this is, it's not, nothing's confirmed, but this is my my hypothesis. So anyway, that's why I had that little weird sort of intro where I just walked up and I sat down in my chair. I felt like an interesting way to start the video. So I don't know where you guys are all listening from, nor how wintry your winters are, but here there is, we're in the middle of it. There's a lot of snow outside. It's quite chilly. I won't say very chilly, based on the standards of where I live. Based on the standards of where I live, which is in Quebec, Canada. So it can get very cold here, but we work in Celsius, so I don't know if me telling you would help, because I don't know the conversion to Fahrenheit offhand, so I don't expect you guys to know the conversion to Fahrenheit either. So but whatever, I'll say it, where it's like -5 probably today, but in the early mornings and at night when the sun's not out, it's like probably around -10, which is chilly, but we get much chillier, much colder. It'll I don't know, it's not uncommon to be like -15, that I would say is very cold. But anyway, when you're at -2 or something, or that's considered, 0, I would say that's like a warm winter day. Keep in mind the word winter, it's not a warm day, it's a warm winter day. But yeah, it's kind of, I always found it strange how the body adapts to I don't know what the base baseline is for what you can tolerate. As for like cold or whatever, because I don't know, when you're going out, let's say it's like spring or something, and you're going out in a t-shirt, when it's like 10 degrees outside and you're in a t-shirt, you can be like, damn, it's chilly today, like it's kind of cold out. But if it was 10 degrees out, like today, let's say, when I'm so used to the colder days, I would probably go out with like, well, I would probably still have a hoodie on, but I'll be like, yo, it's beautiful outside, it's like summer, it's so nice, this is great. Whereas I won't have the same mentality on like a spring day or summer day when it's like 10 degrees. I'd be like, damn, I can't wait for it to warm up, this is cold, this is not a good day to be outside. So it's kind of weird. So right now I'm sort of normalized to like, I don't know, let's say from like -2, I would say it's a nice day. -2 degrees Celsius. So anything above that is a nice day. And below that I'm kind of like, okay, it's a normal day. But so I wonder what's cold for you guys. It's also kind of weird, like who decided, what a normal winter is supposed to be. Like, was it people just north of the equator decided winter is from, I think it said December 21st to, I don't even know when, March, February. But like, I know we associate winter with snow, right? But like, and again, I'm not an avid traveler, so I can't say for sure, but I assume that in a lot of places south of the equator, winter doesn't have snow. Well, south, obviously, like the South Pole has snow. But yeah, or maybe around the equator. But anyway, I assume that a lot of places it's like it's winter, and that doesn't equal snow for them. Like, I don't know. For me, that it's kind of like a, what do you call that? Like a mind fuck. I don't know. Because winter for me, winter equals cold and snow. We got to turn on our heating. Well, I suppose other people do too. Turn on the heating. Take out the jackets. Take out our mitts, our scarves. We get our car treated for rust proofed, because there's going to be so much like the salt from the road and the water and the slush splashing up. What we do, we get sort of rust proofing. It's essentially like oil, grease sort of sprayed under the car so that this water doesn't stick to the metal, right? It creates like a protective barrier. We have to, what else? We gotta change winter tires on the cars. The stores, they change all their merchandise, right? They start selling all this stuff. They start selling, like shovels and stuff and snow brushes for the cars and warmer clothes. And you can't really find any summer stuff in the clothes. You can't really find, like, there's less of a selection of sunglasses, less of a selection of like t-shirts and like, I don't know, some beach stuff. You won't really see those. Like pool equipment, you don't really see those. Oh yeah, you gotta get your pool ready for the winter. You gotta empty it. It's a whole thing, right? It's like a whole season. But again, I'm sort of in my own bubble. I don't know a whole lot what's going on outside of it, so I presume it's a lot less in the other parts where maybe your winter is like 5 degrees, 10 degrees, right? I could look it up, but I don't want to put the clicking of my mouse in the video. But yeah, so I don't know. like do a Google search of winter, right? I'm sure you're gonna get what I was talking about, like snow and stuff. But for like a large portion of the world, that's probably not their reality. So, like, why is it, yeah, why is winter that when there's, I don't know, maybe we are in the majority, maybe we're like above 50%, so it's like, whatever the majority has, right? Anyway, I'm gonna move the mic just a bit closer here. Just a bit closer, just a bit closer. I don't doubt that you heard that, but I can maybe take a note of it, just to see how it sounds. I still don't. Well, yeah, anyway, I think I've said this in the past, but I don't hear my audio until I edit it, kind of thing. Because I don't know how they do it. Maybe it's a recording program, but I'm using a basic one. I could maybe look that up too, but anyway, I'll make a note here to check the sound. I move the mic. Mic moved. There we go. I already finished my coffee this morning. So I'm drinking water. Oh, that's another thing. Like, restaurants start to serve seasonal dishes. Well, seasonal. Like, I don't actually. It could be it, because I don't go out to a whole lot of sit-down restaurants, so that might be true. But I was more referring to like fast food restaurants. Like a lot of the branding and stuff will be changed for winter time. Like, excuse me. Instead of like come in and cool down with an ice cream, it'll be like come in and warm up with a hot chocolate. Try our new peppermint hot chocolate. You know, kind of like how fall is the pumpkin spice. But again, maybe that's for everywhere. But I don't know if you're in like, I don't know, California, Florida, and like it's hot out, are you really going, just because it's Christmas, are you gonna want a hot chocolate? Maybe. I actually don't drink hot chocolate that much, but when they did announce it, I was like, hey, let's go, let's try that out, and it was good. But it's sweet. It's so sweet. I went to Christmas at my family's on the 24th to the 25th. I also had Christmas at my mother's a little bit later, in January, last weekend, I believe. Yeah. And dang, I try to avoid sweets. One, I don't crave them that often because I probably don't eat them that often. But also because I know that too much sugar isn't good, and also I know that there are things that I do eat that already have sugar. Like I have I'm trying to think. Well, I have these like I call them protein drinks, but they're kind of like meal replacement drinks. Like geez, what do you even call them? I guess maybe you call them that. I don't know what the branding is like. in the other parts of the world, like Boost or Slim Fast, stuff like that. So I have those, but the ones that are like high protein, and for me it's sort of just like, and again, I don't know, I'm no expert, but for me it's like, oh, it's some extra protein and it's got like different vitamins in it, so I'm sure I don't eat that well, but this I feel like, can maybe help supplement some of the things I'm missing. But anyway, that has sugar in it, and I'm sure it has a decent amount, so in my mind I don't need to be having, even more sugar on top of that. So yeah, I avoid sweets. But Christmas, everyone's cooking pies, they're cooking desserts, they're cooking sweets, and part of me uses that as an excuse to, try it, because it's Christmas, and the other part of me is kind of like, well, they spent all this time cooking it, like the least I can do is, try their cooking. I don't want to insult them, but I'm not sure how much of that is just, an excuse to try it. And man, I felt like I ate so much sweets, and also anytime that I have like drinks, and like I guess there's a bit for Christmas, but also New Year's, I'm having drinks, and a lot of the different drinks, they have sugar in them. So yeah, I'm just getting repositioned here, moving the chair around a little bit. There we go. Moving the chair around a little bit. So yeah, I felt like I had way too much, and yeah, but I mean, now I'm being a bit more careful, I guess. But just a bit. More or less, I returned to baseline. I'm kind of like, ooh. And like, so if I'm like in the store and I'm like, ooh, muffins sound good right now, I'll be like, da 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 da. You're good, bro. You don't need muffins this week. I'm like, but muffins. But I mean, I still snack. A lot on peanuts and chips and well, one of the things I snack on too is like a bagel with peanut butter. I don't know. It's kind of like a light little snack, and I love the taste of peanut butter, so I'll snack on that. What else? I was actually, I'll tell you guys first. I wanted to bring this up to my friends because I don't know, it's just one of these random thoughts that come in your head, but I haven't had the chance. So, peanuts, I think they're delicious, and they're not very expensive compared to the other nuts. So compared to like walnuts, cashews, pistachios, pecans, almonds, honestly I'm not sure. I want to say almonds, but I'm not sure. What's more expensive, almonds or peanuts? Anyway, but yeah, so like the other day I wanted to, I don't know, have a little treat, mix it up a bit, so I bought some cashews, and they were more expensive, right? But then, like, while I was eating them, I was like, they're good, but they're not that good. Like, it's kind of like lobster. Lobster's good, but it's not that good for like the price. Well, I guess less so for lobster. Like, I don't know, I guess lobster is kind of tasty, but anyway, we're getting off track here. We're talking about peanuts and nuts, but I think just compared, peanuts straight up, they taste better than cashews, but cashews are more expensive. So I'm like, why? It's kind of like a scam. Is it because they're harder to make, harder to grow? Or is it because there's just less people that grow cashews, so they're less, I don't know, what's the word, sold? So I was like, I kind of got tricked, man. Like, I know I like peanuts, but I was like, I'm gonna treat myself to something better and pay a little bit more, like cashews. But then I eat them and I'm like, they're okay, but like I kind of wish I was eating peanuts right now. So anyway, that's what I was thinking. So yeah, peanuts are the best nut, and they should be more expensive, and I'd probably still buy them. Maybe. We're at 20 minutes now. I know I made a video that I said I wanted to make shorter videos, and I do. But just a loose rambly one like this, a loose rambly one. We're gonna go for 45 minutes. We're gonna go for 45. Because I feel like we don't really have a plan. It's not structured, so we're just doing it loosey-goosey. Loosey-goosey, loosey-goosey, loosey-goosey. And the more structured ones, we'll do it a little bit shorter. A little bit shorter, a little bit shorter. Or will we? Whatever. I'll think about that off recording, off record, if you will. But in the second half of the video, I was very amped up in the beginning. At least I found I was talking very fast, very fast. So for the second half of the rambles, we're going to slow down. We're going to slow down, and then maybe at the end, we will last 5 minutes, we will slow down even more, as we transition to the end. So, I was thinking, what other Christmas, topics I want to cover. There's the whole idea of gifts. What do you guys think about gift giving? As a kid, we used to go crazy. Well, I say crazy, but we used to buy for like everyone in the family. I guess up through high school, I suppose. So everyone would buy for everyone, and obviously my parents, us being kids, they would have to buy for each of us as well, right? That's sort of the standard that given you buy for your kids. In my family, we are 4 kids. So, and I mean, that's kind of complicated sometimes. I guess kids, it's a bit easier because there's like tons of toys and stuff. But, well, maybe when I was young, these days, like, what do kids want? It's all technology, right? And that's kind of pricey, but, I mean, as, like, a high school kid, I think I was still happy with, like, CDs, like, posters, like, maybe, I don't know, a cool hoodie, Lego. I liked Lego, that was dope, like, a video game or something like that. But, like, what do kids want these days? I guess I wouldn't know since I don't have any of my own. But, in my mind, it's like, maybe still games. In my mind, it's like phone, and maybe, like, for girls, like, expensive makeup, or maybe girls is a bit easier than guys. Who knows? Maybe, like, sports equipment. I don't know. But it's a lot easier now. What we do is we do like a name pick in our family, so we just buy for one person. Obviously, if you're in a relationship, you'd have to buy for the other person. I would assume so. Well, that's between the couple, but I would assume so. But it just makes it that much easier. You don't have to figure out what everyone wants and what they have, what you don't have. But right now I like to do my gift shopping like early as possible, like November. I'm down to be done. I do buy some last minute like impulse buys, like in December, but in general I try to be done in November. Do you guys wait for the last minute to buy stuff? Is that your type of buying? For me, it's mostly about avoiding crowds. And I like to take my time, so like, if I go out, like one weekend, I'm not forced to buy it because it's like the last weekend I'm free before Christmas, right? I can like see something, be like, oh, I'll keep that in mind, and I'll go out to like a few other stores the next weekend or another day, right? I don't gotta squeeze everything into a couple days. I can spread it out and make a more informed decision. So I like doing it right away. I don't like waiting for the last minute, because there's nothing, I guess. Well, I'm a person who likes to plan out sort of my days and like my outings. Like, I'm gonna go here first, then here, then here. Like, I don't like to go somewhere and be like, darn, they don't have it, and then be like, okay, where am I going next? We'll try this store, then I try that store, then I'm like, oh, maybe they have it over here, then I go over there. You know, that's not my style. That is not my style. So I like to get it done very fast. And there's an changing the subject here. You guys know what a white Christmas is. I'm sure you do. I guess it goes back to a little about me talking about, what your definition of Christmas is. But around here there's always talk about a white Christmas, which essentially means a Christmas where it's white outside, aka there's snow on the ground and you don't see the grass. But for me, it honestly doesn't make a difference. I mean, there's definitely more Christmas vibes when you got a white Christmas, more cozy vibes, but I'm not a fan of the cold, so if you can keep that snow at bay up until Christmas, it honestly doesn't bother me. I won't lose sleep over it. I won't be angry or disappointed if there is snow, but nor will I be angry or disappointed if there isn't. But some people like really want that white Christmas. They really look forward to it. So I wonder, but like some parts of the world, right? Like there just isn't white Christmases, Do you guys have white Christmases at your place? I suppose places that like rarely see it, when you get like a snowfall, it might be like a big thing. Like, oh crap, like, snow's outside, and you put aside time to actually go and experience that, because it doesn't happen very often. I can get that. We don't really have something like that here. Like, I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing. I guess the closest that we get is sometimes when it's getting close to winter or getting close to spring, we'll have like a freak moment of warmth. Sometimes they call it, I don't know why, an Indian summer. Actually, I think I looked it up the other day. It's something like, actually, no, I don't know. Something about crops, I think. Like when they harvest it, or the last, like, good growing weekend. Anyway, so that's something like, it'll be cold for like 2-3 weeks, and then it'll be like really, really warm randomly. And I guess people get pretty hyped about that, and they'll be like, one last, like, party, or let's go out, and we don't have to wear a jacket or anything, and even if it's like, it seems to be a little bit chillier than average, the fact that it's been so cold for like 3 weeks before that, like, you'll go out in a t-shirt and be like, this is beautiful. So I guess we sort of get like that around here, and I can relate. Like, it is pretty awesome when that happens. A bit of a yawn. Sorry, guys. It's the whispering. I should be awake. It's like 10 a.m. So, I don't have it. Well, I'm sure some of you get up later, but for me, that shouldn't be an excuse to yawn. I'm yawn shaming myself. What I want to say? Oh, I was trying to get into the Christmas spirit the other day. I think I started talking fast again. I'm going to try to slow down. I was trying to get into the Christmas spirit the other day. But, like, Christmas music, it in like a strange way, like, it kind of annoys me. It's almost triggering sometimes, because I don't know, I'll hear the same old songs, and I don't know why, it'll just sort of get on my nerves. I used to work at a restaurant, and when it started to be like near Christmas, they'd start playing Christmas music, which I guess is kind of nice for the customers or the clients, but when you're there all day, all season, you hear it all the time, and eventually it just really gets on your nerves, and you try to put it off as long as possible, like, oh, please, I don't want to hear it. So, and maybe it has a bit to do with that, I'm not sure, but I found like the perfect YouTube video. You guys can try to Google it. I doubt you'll find the same one that I found, because I don't recall the title 100%. I did save it to one of my playlists, but for me it was like the perfect Christmas video, because it had it had like the sound of like a fireplace, and it had like, I guess, like delicate tones in the background with like a bit of bells, and it had like very light Christmas music, like sort of coming in and out, like volume wise, and I don't know, it was great because it wasn't too overpowering, but it was like there in the background, and that got me in a festive mood. It was called like fireplace ambience spending Christmas at Hogwarts, something like that. Maybe put the spending Christmas at Hogwarts fireplace ambience, something like that. It was nice. It was yeah. Actually, maybe I should have put on that for the background. Christmas tree. I wonder, do they do that in all parts of the world? Like, is that just like a thing everywhere? Like, whether in Florida or, I don't know, the Ivory Coast or South Africa, China, India. Somehow I doubt it. I feel like it's a North American, European thing, getting a Christmas tree. What's it called? Like, is it a Douglas fir or is it a pine tree? I think my grandma this year used a spruce tree, I believe, for her Christmas tree. And as a kid, I don't know, Christmas trees are kind of weird, right? Cause like, I mean, I like, it's a really good vibe having like a live Christmas tree in the house, and it makes the house smell like pine, and I don't know, I like the smell of pine, and is it pine? Anyway, yeah, I like the smell of it, and it's like the real smell, right? It's not like a candle smell, even though candles still smell dope. But like, you are killing a tree, right? And there's like Christmas tree farms. Like, I don't know how many they cut off down and how many they sell or don't sell. Like, they'll just like load up the trees and like drive to, and at the same time it's kind of like a tradition, so you might associate like good feelings with it, but you know that, and for some reason it's always a camper. Like, there's always a camping trailer pulled up in a parking lot. I don't know if the guy sleeps there, and there's just like trees sitting in a parking lot, sort of gated off, and then you go like buy one and they like help strap it to your car, and then you like bring it home. But as a kid, we used to do that like legit. That was a burp. Do you guys ever get annoyed where I make a noise and I always inform you what it is? Like, sorry, I just sipped my coffee. Oh, that was a yawn. That was a burp. Oh, I had to clear my throat. Hopefully you don't get annoyed. But, where was I going? Oh yeah, we do it legit. Because my dad, he's a farmer, right? He owns a farm, so we have a lot of farmland and forest. So as a kid, we used to drive out on the tractor, and then we would, go down one of the paths in our bush, and then we would get to a point and we just get off the tractor and we would, run around the forest, and my dad would sort of follow us, but he would have an idea where to go to, and we'd like point out trees like, Dad, what about this one? Dad, this one. And then when we found one that was like a good size and looked pretty good, like, he would chainsaw it down, and he would like cut off the random ones sort of in the bush, and then we'd drag it back to the tractor, and then we'd bring that Christmas tree home. So it was sort of like it's a real wholesome event, right? And then we'd bring it home, and we'd wipe it off, and then we'd bring it inside, and then we'd have our tree inside, and we'd wait for our mom to get home from work, and we'd decorate it together. So that was always really cool. I suppose if there's a place where you as a customer would pick out your tree, and then they would cut it, like, what do you call that in a restaurant? I think, well, here you call that like à la carte, which essentially means like you buy exactly how much you want. So say if you want like I don't know, for example, in like like Americanized Chinese food, you'd be like, oh, I want this much, like General Tao chicken, and they'll cook you that much. So it's not like a buffet where you can have leftovers, right? They cook exactly what you order. So it'd be kind of like that. They cut exactly what is bought, so they don't cut a bunch of Christmas trees and then drive to a parking lot, and then whatever's not sold is just like garbage, right? So I feel like that's better, but or maybe they should just like cut a lot less and it'd be like first come first serve kind of thing. Like, I don't know, because I know killing a bunch of trees just for Christmas seems like kind of a waste to me. I don't know, because they take a long time. Like, trees don't grow that fast, right? Again, maybe they do it really, really thoughtfully. We're at 41 minutes here, so I'll try to really slow down and really slow down. So maybe they do it really, really, what's the word, environmentally, thoughtfully. That is definitely not the word, but maybe they do it like that. Maybe they plant a lot more than they sell. But again, who knows? So I feel like Christmas trees could be a hot debated topic, but I know a lot of people opt for fake trees, which are reusable and you can save money on them, and save you time as well. You don't have to go out and get it every year. But I feel like the real thing is almost like bougie. You know, like the rich folk will go out and do that. The fancy folk, the ones who really love the season, will go out and they'll get the trees. What else is really Christmassy? Caroling. Is caroling even a thing? Like, I don't know, like, how much I would like if I owned a house and there was just someone start standing in front of my house and singing. I have no idea what the etiquette is. Are you supposed to tip them? Like, is that a thing? Are you supposed to offer them refreshments? Or are you supposed to just listen to a song? Like, there's something involved with opening the door and watching them, but I don't know. I don't know what else you're supposed to do. I feel like caroling is, it's good. It would be good in like a public area, like maybe in a mall or in a park or in one of those Christmas villages they set up, or like, I don't know what you call them, but there's like a street with lots of little shops, little stores. So it's not a mall, but there's lots of little stores all around. So if you walked around and caroled in one of those places, I feel like that is good, because just being there, you can hear the caroling and you can like sort of walk around if you want to hear it. But there's no obligation to like stand and listen. And you don't feel like they are invading your personal space by walking up to your imagine being one of those carolers. That would be quite the experience. Maybe if you really love Christmas or you love singing, that could be a really good time for you, but I feel like for me personally, it would feel a bit, well, maybe not. I was gonna say awkward, but if you're in a group, then maybe it's not so bad. But I don't know if I know enough Christmas songs for to be able to join like a caroling group. What else I wanted to say? There's something else about caroling I want to say. Maybe it's not important, seeing as I forgot. That's also why I talk fast sometimes, because if I don't say an idea that's in my head, sometimes I might forget it. But yeah, caroling is I don't recall if I've ever seen it in person or not. I don't recall. Oh yeah, I guess it wasn't important, but I remember. It is in winter. It gets cold out, so I don't know how cheery I would be in the cold for so long. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this rambling video, and I'm going to try to put it out today or tomorrow, crossing my fingers. I won't tell you what date I recorded this, so that I will have no one to hold me accountable. So you will never know if I did or not. But if you are still awake,